The woman was just about to go to the bathroom, but she was about to die because a monster suddenly appeared behind her. Terrified, she hurried back to the living room. However, the monster seemed to follow her everywhere. No matter where she hid, it miraculously appeared by her side. Strangely, the monster didn't attack her but forced her to swallow a dose of medicine. The woman completely broke down, screaming as she rushed outside, trying to escape this terrifying place by car. However, as soon as she sat in the car, the monster appeared like a ghost again. Her husband, hearing his wife's screams, rushed outside. At this moment, the woman only had one thought in her mind: to escape. She floored the accelerator, but to her despair, the monster again appeared in front of the car like a ghost. The woman lost all control and slammed the accelerator again, breaking through the gates. Unfortunately, there was an innocent passerby right outside who was unable to dodge and was thrown into the air, dying on the spot. The car continued to speed out of control until it crashed into the guardrail and finally stopped. Soon, Nick and his colleague arrived at the accident scene. His colleague briefed him on the case. The deceased was a homeless man who was hit by a woman's car in the middle of the night. The woman appeared to be mentally disturbed, repeatedly shouting that she saw a monster resembling a wolf. The two of them immediately headed to the hospital. At this point, the woman was still unconscious from her husband Reggie. They learned that she had been suffering from mental illness for half a year, and her condition had suddenly worsened last night, prompting her to drive out of control. Reggie couldn't stop her, which led to the tragic accident. Afterward, they followed Reggie back to the villa. Reggie said his wife had always claimed that there was a wolf-headed monster in the house, and it was after being chased by it that she went mad. He had first seen the monster 6 months ago when they had just moved in. The villa was an inheritance left by his wife's father, an international trade tycoon who had passed away 6 months ago, leaving a huge fortune to his daughter. They moved here to inherit the property, but since then, the wife had fallen ill. Reggie had been taking her to see the best local psychiatrist, Nick. After getting the doctor's address, Nick and his colleague left the villa. His colleague thought the woman might not be sick at all, and the wolf-headed monster she saw could actually exist. Nick decided to visit the psychiatrist first, hoping to find some clues. The doctor told them that the woman's episodes had been increasing in frequency over the past few weeks, and he had tried various treatments, but nothing had worked. The woman's description of the wolf monster was very specific and consistent. Then the doctor showed them a manuscript drawn by the woman, which depicted a wolf-headed monster. It seemed that the colleague's guess was right. The woman might not be sick, and she was indeed seeing a real monster. There seemed to be a hidden secret behind all this.